we actually have a small description of it. You know how it's like fashionable these days to hashtag everything? So it's love, long distance, summer house, old lovers, international love.
Back to innocence.
Coming of age, for sure.
Redemption.
I'll see you, okay?
I'm going on vacation.
Where are you going?
Hopefully Turkey.
Can we please go to Karaca?
Across the Sea is a film that we wanted to do together after feeling extremely homesick and missing certain emotions that we didn't experience so much in the States when we were studying and working there. So we needed to do that film.
We felt like we have to make this film immediately while we're still in these kind of feelings, and we actually did it quite soon.
Yeah, very soon.
A year and a half after we decided to make it happen.
The characters, so first, you know, they are first inspired by people that you've been through, you met and you spent some time, and then we feel like location, which is like a small town by the agency, was also some kind of a character, and we certainly feel like it added to the characters, to the characteristic, to the human nature of our characters. So we experienced the locations, and then we worked with our actors, we rehearsed with them, they gave us script notes, and so it became something organic, like this development of character, something very organic, and it evolved into its own essence. Like we dropped certain ideas, and they came to life.
Biggest challenge in directing this movie is directing this movie itself.
No, I mean, we had sweet challenges, I would say, like nature. Like we would scout a location, like a bay with like beautiful, you know, sea and everything. But then the shape of the bay would change the next day because of the currents, and it would become something else. So we constantly had to adapt. At the same time, we had child actors, and we also had to adapt to them sometimes, because sometimes they become the kings of the town. They have their own things going on, so you have to find a way to get into their system, and like, yeah, we spent some time over there about that. I mean, they were sweet challenges.
We were very lucky.
Yeah.
We had an amazing team, and things went very smoothly. We had good energy on set. I think once you have a good crew, that's probably the case. But we were also lucky too. A director, when is making decisions, there's a talking, but it's in the head of one person. For us, we had to triple that time of decision making and spend a lot of time together and talk, and make sure we put two of our brains in a pot and stir it up together. So it's like one way of thinking. And that requires a lot of time, but once you get there, then it was easier for us, because we understand each other very well, and we know how each other thinks. And still on set, you sometimes need to discuss and make new decisions. But the biggest part of co-directing is making sure that you communicate very well before you actually start the production. It's very exciting, and you know, we're feeling very honored. I'm actually not very surprised that a festival in Italy would understand our film, because I feel like culturally Turkey and Italy have a lot in common. I'm saying this based on my experiences back at school at New York. We had a very international program, and my Italian friends were my favorites. And one of them is actually Alvaro Ricardo Valente. He's one of our producers on this film. So, you know, I think we are very lively people, a little loud sometimes, and we love to use our hands. And so all this, like, cultural texture-wise, I feel there's a lot of similarity, and we are all Mediterranean people. So it was no big surprise, but still very happy that we were understood and the film had touched people.
Damla is a Turkish girl living in New York. She went to New York to study there 6 years ago. And then she got graduated and married to a lawyer, to an American man. And when the film starts, we see that she's 6 months pregnant. But in 10 minutes, we realize that some things are not good, not normal. And then they decide to, Damla and her husband decide to go to Turkey, where Damla's summer love, Burak, lives. And then she starts to confront with things that she couldn't let go from the past. In every character, you bring something from inside of you, like you compare them, in which parts they are similar, in which parts they are not the same at all. I don't know, I never thought how similar we are with the character Damla, but I feel like I always felt like I can understand her. Like I can see her masks, I can see how weak she is despite her looks, that she's trying to look so strong. She's like trying to show everyone that she made her choices. But she's like, I think she's the most hurtable person in the movie. It's also like a growing up story. This is my first time working with Esra and Nisan, and I think they are really young, but they know what they want to do. They're exactly what they want to show in that movie, in a scene. And also, I studied for a year in France, and they studied abroad too. So we had very common emotions. It was really fun to work with directors that you feel understood, and to tell a story with them, tell their story with them. I think the festivals are really important for the movie people, because they get to know each other, and in international festivals you get to know the other cultures too. You see movies that normally maybe you wouldn't hear the name of, and it's really honoring to get this award. It makes me feel the connecting power of filmmaking, because like the people that doesn't share your culture or your language or your religion or your country, your hometown, gets happy with your happiness, gets sad with your sorrow, understands you, and I think that's really important.